Hey guys, so I wanted to do an everyday hair tutorial. I've had a lot of requests about, in most of my videos, how my hair looks and, how I get that look. So as a frame of reference, this is my hair air dried out of the shower. I don't even think I brushed it today. So it's kind of straight, but it's got a little bit of curl at the end already. The only thing I do is I put it in hot rollers. Now my favorite roller set is the Conair one, and I used it in my other hair tutorial, and it's perfect for creating volume and just a lot of people ask me how I get straight but at the end curl like that. Well, it's because I put it in hot rollers. So it kind of even enhances the little bit of wave I do have. On a daily basis, I really don't use any extra product in my hair. There's one thing that I will show you that I put in sometimes when my hair is wet to just give it a little bit of extra hold when I'm going to put it in roller sets later. But my best piece of advice is really to invest in a hot roller set. You'll get that bouncy hair, you'll get the waves, you'll get the shine. It gives you everything, and it's so easy, and you can wear it while you're doing your makeup or while you're getting dressed or just hanging out watching TV, and you don't have to sit there with a curling iron to your head like this and keep moving it. And I find that it's a lot less damaging to my hair just because they're not as hot. And they also tend to have some sort of insulating buffer. So the ones I have this kind of velvet finish on them that keeps your hair from directly touching anything that's really, really hot, like a curling iron. So some of the styling products I'll put in when my hair is still wet are, my favorite one, I've mentioned this before in videos, is Small Talk from Bedhead. It's volumizing, it's thickifying, it's energizing, I don't know what that means, but it's really a great styling product. I also like from Bedhead Creative Genius. It's a sculpting liquid. This will have kind of a harder hold and it will give you more curl, less volume. And Nano Glaze from Pureology is another one I really, really, really like. It's a styling cream, it's really light on the hair, and it's great for color treated hair. And one additional one, if you have really dry hair but you still want to try something like this out, I really like Ojon's Hydrating Styling Cream. It's adds a little bit of hold and definition and shine, but it really smooths out frizziness. So my roller set looks like this, Conair Ion Shine. And I really like this one in particular because these rollers are huge. Now I talked about the velvet finish like this on them, so your hair's not going to be directly touching anything metal, but it is quite hot, so I've already heated these up, and it takes about 5 minutes to heat them up, no time at all. Now, I section my hair pretty much differently than I would actually wear it, because I don't want to have a part and then these poofs. I want to kind of have my hair be bouncy and natural. So I take where my part normally is, somewhere, where's my part? There, something like that. And I kind of create rollers on top of it. So we'll take the first one, take this small section, and what I do is I pull, it's kind of about this big of a section, and I pull it as far forward as I can, like that. Now I take a roller, I set it kind of about halfway, and I wrap the ends back around it, and then I wrap it, bringing it up like that. So this is going to create a ton of volume going this way. So I go back along the crown of my head doing these. So I pull it, this time I pull it forward, pull it around, and I bring it back down. So basically these are going to sit right on top of where my part would be so that I get more volume through my part and I don't get such a flat, kind of a flat line kind of a head. The next sections I like to do are these ones right by my face. Now I roll these away from my face, so I bring it forward like this, behind, and then roll it in. This gives me kind of a more open wave like that, so it frames my face really nicely, and I really like pointing it that way. I wouldn't recommend rolling it in towards your face, or you're kind of going to close off your face like this. You want to open it up like that. And now depending on how thick your hair is or how hard it is to curl, I would pick smaller or larger sections. If your hair is really hard to curl, smaller sections are better. Also, depending on how much volume you want. Honestly, hot rollers are not going to curl your hair in a traditional sense of curling. They're not going to give you ringlets. So don't expect to get ringlets from this process. Even if you pick really small sections, they're really just designed to give shine and body and volume. And I think that's kind of a misconception about hot rollers is oh, I'm putting curls in my hair. And right now I'm just kind of picking the back sections and just rolling them up in no real particular way. I'm just making sure that I get them straight up like this so I get a lot of volume coming from underneath. And really the top sections are the most important. So once you roll these up, you won't have to worry so much about the lower ones. The lower ones, if your hair has a natural wave to it at all, they're really not going to be very noticeable, but it is kind of important that you give them a little bit of curl at the end, so I definitely do recommend curling them up. Just, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about how precise they are, how tight the curls are, because that's not where you're going to get the volume from. The volume really comes from the top of your head. Then I would just leave this on for, you know, however long it takes for when you touch them. They shouldn't feel hot, they should feel cool to the touch. So it could take 20 minutes, it could take a half an hour. I would give it, you know, a half an hour if you have it. If not, 20 minutes. If you have to rush it, you can, and it'll still give you a result. It just won't last as long as if your hair actually cools around the hot roller. So I will be back once this is cooled down. Okay, so now they've cooled down and I'm taking them out, and I'm starting with the bottom ones. So see how they just have like a little soft wave to them. And if you want to add a little more volume, you can always, as you take them out, just tease each section because they're already all sectioned off. So that's a really easy way to add like volume, and you don't have to resection it or worry about anything like that. See how these are kind of curled away from my face like that? So they help open up the face and they're not closing it in. Okay, and then as you see at the top, it's kind of all messy, but you can see the wave that's in my hair now throughout, like that. It's just kind of like bouncy on the edges, on the tips of my hair. You get like kind of wave and body, and you can really just use your fingers at this point and kind of help to like divide it, separate your bangs where you want them, and over here. And then once you have your part, it's gonna have more volume through your part, like that. So this is how I just do my hair on like a daily basis if I want it to look really polished. It's just kind of natural, it doesn't look overdone, and honestly I didn't use any product. If your hair doesn't hold a curl very well, I would definitely recommend using product, but you really shouldn't really need to. If you want this to last the way it looks right now all day, I would definitely hairspray it, use a product. I'm expecting this to kind of fall out. It's not going to look this bouncy or wavy all day. But it will hold the same shine, and you could tell it really added like a shine to my hair, and it makes it look a lot healthier and smoother and stuff. So to fix this, but it's really supposed to be kind of just a natural look. There's nothing like really precise about it. It's just kind of body and wave. And yeah, so that's my finished hair tutorial for my everyday hair look, and I hope that was helpful for you guys, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.